Olá, boa tarde. Meu nome é Leid Zejnilovic, nome verdadeiramente português, mas eu vou falar em inglês, just for the international community. So I'm a professor here. I do a bunch of things, among the others, artificial intelligence. But I'm not going to speak about artificial intelligence now.
That's a surprise.
You will have a couple of surprises during this 5 minutes. He gave me a filter, 5 minutes so that you can talk 10. Because he knows as a professor, I have a professional deformation. I talk a lot. My wife has a button, you know, so to stop. There's a hidden sign. The reason why, I spent this last 1 hour actually thinking of how to tell something that makes sense to all of you, not to just preach things that you can hear or read anywhere else. And the first thing that I thought of is, as I was hearing all these things, and you, Luis, I remembered, and this is about brainwriting, I remembered I'm kind from Balkans, and I was 20 years ago, I was in a city of Mostar in a restaurant, and there were two friends, longtime friends. One is a professor at Emory University in the United States, in data science at the time, and another one is cardiologist. And this professor tells to the other, he tells a problem, and the cardiologist, after he heard the problem, he says, he started giving an answer. And the professor says, hey, stop. I told you not because I wanted you to tell me the answer. I just wanted somebody to listen to me. Why is this important? We started laughing. I was like, what kind of this? Because all of you have the best answers for whatever is your problem. And that's the power of brainwriting, because you know what you care about. And if you don't do that, if you don't start reaching deep inside yourself and thinking about what are the answers that I have and what do I care about, it's really hard to get to a solution that is good. That's why I think brainwriting is such a powerful thing. And even for us to think about this ideation, right, by ourselves. The issue with ourselves is that we have forgotten to be kids. Because education spoiled us. You're trying to satisfy your mother and father when you were a child, your professors in high school, your professors at the university. The first thing that I tell to my students, please consider that I will say a lot of stupidities. You just have to figure out which are stupid and which are not. That's your job. So if you think that everything that I say is correct, you're absolutely wrong. Because it's your head that is important. So ideation in you, it's important. And you taking away all the noise, it's extremely important. How? That's up to you. The second part is, often you hear people, we lack common sense. Now common sense is nowhere. If everybody sees that there is no common sense, who has the common sense? Why is it that we don't have a common sense? Because we have forgotten to think in simple terms. And we usually go away everywhere, forgetting that it's the action that counts, what you do. And what I like about VCW is that it's action-oriented. Give me something that I can do right now. Give me something that I can do right now to achieve a goal sometimes else. But it's action-oriented. It puts filters of possible things that gives you the results. And when you have those actions that give you results, then you want to do more. Then you can see outcomes and you're motivated to go forward. That's why I'm even accepting to be here and support Luis, even the first time I heard about VCW, because filters are incredibly important. And now, Luis, I'm sorry, I hate frameworks. I'm born to be free, to run, to go, to think, to go naked. Oh, no, this is not the community. I thought this joke would, be nice. But not a lot of laughing, okay. But then we think of frameworks as, why do we even need Luis frameworks? It's common sense, much of it. But then we have forgotten the common sense. We apply frameworks even when we don't want to apply frameworks. I hate when somebody tells me what to do, so you should do this, 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 and this. I hate structures like, let's start like this. Frameworks are guidelines. And what's beautiful about Luis' framework is it's very much common sense that works. It's a common sense that works, but you don't see it often. And one of the things, and there are two delicacies now. I'll talk a little bit about AI, okay? Two delicacies. The first one is filters. Filters are excellent because it empowers the action. And that's the delicacy of the filters is, I don't know if I can fly to the moon if I apply your filters, Luis.
You can.
I don't know. What if my filters are wrong, right? But you gotta be delicate about the filters. Will something work for me and the others? I mean, I'm asking you first to kind of delete everything that stops you to think, to create ideas that is relevant to you. Free yourself for all those framings that somebody gave you. Then I'm telling you, filters are incredibly important, but you have to have a delicate balance about filters, right? You have to think which filters are empowering innovation or not, which filters are stopping short-term, medium-term, long-term. And that's a very big problem. And now if you know that there is a delicacy about filters, and then that your ideation is to very great extent actually limited by, I'm sorry, what's your name? Paula? You know, she says, I don't know if Mr. Suarez will like it. So look, a big filter. Let's not even think because he's not going to like it, or whoever, she, he, put any name there. That's the beauty of AI. AI doesn't have those filters unless you put them. You should actually be even better than AI. Huh? You should stop having those filters because then you may discover other things that may be completely different than what you know. Expand your possibilities, your views. Where should I live? Who should I meet? Who should I partner with? Should I do a PhD or not? And et cetera, et cetera. And then to AI, I strongly agree with Luis. AI should be at the end. And the reason is, once you allow somebody to give you an answer, your pathways are burned. You stop thinking. And you stopping to think is the worst that you can do to yourself. If you want to stop thinking, then just retire. And if you let AI give you the answer immediately, then you stopped being alive. You stop being human. And every day you think that what the tomorrow brings us, and it brings us challenges that we haven't seen before, is the challenge of we competing with an artificial decision maker. The one that has more information than us about the environment because of all the sensors and everything else, and the one that has a pre-programmed or learned capacity to deal with uncertainty and make decisions. So if you want to still be relevant in a world that is with AI, you need to know to think and make decisions by yourself with filters that you can build based on what is important. And I think VCW is an incredible tool in the world with AI. Not because AI will substitute you to decision making, but because VCW will guide you, despite the fact that I hate frameworks, will guide you to be more you. And more you is what matters. More your company, more your club, more whatever it is that you stand for in any of the field of your work. And AI can help you or substitute you. And please don't believe to the others, AI will not substitute you. It's only the person with AI. AI will substitute you at any single action that actually it is better than you. It's a very simple economic principle. Unless you learn how to think systematically, and I will finish very clearly.
Unless you are a soccer player, right?
My daughter plays football in one of Benfica school. Okay, so I'm very much pro soccer and pro kids, but soccer only depends on people who watch soccer. If all of you stop watching soccer, soccer is dead. So yes, everything is possible in the world, even for soccer to not be the primary product of Portugal, right? But coming back to this, it is extremely important to nurture the practice of creative thinking and filtering to guide the action. And for this reason, I think VCW is one of the unique contributions to the society because it gives you filters. It pressures you to think and make decisions. And making decisions is what makes you. And the education, the whole purpose of education is just to allow you to make a better decision. Can you believe that? That you're just educated to make a little bit better decision. And if you can make a little bit better decision because of you, you were educated. That's it. And this guideline, this process, this framework just pushes you towards that. So that's also a great certification and a great education. Is this okay?
Wonderful. 5
So
minutes.
thank you so much.
Thank
What?
you.
It was 10. I know.
Thank you.